So with the good weather, we've decided to duck out to one of the furthest islands offshore, the outer reef, to go fishing, diving, and all sorts of other fun stuff. It's gonna be a hell of a few days. I've literally traveled 1,000 miles. Oh yes! Look at the size of it! So good. No crocodiles. Wow. Welcome back to another episode of Getting Back to Basics. Today we are very excited for a number of reasons. The first one is, look where we are. We have found some clear water, white sandy beaches, and we're away from crocodiles, so we can go swimming again. The other good news is it looks like we've got some good weather for the next couple of days. It's been over 60 days since we've been able to get out to the reef, living on board the little 17-foot salty dingo, and every week of bad weather, it feels like that boat's getting smaller and smaller and smaller. So with the good weather, we've decided to duck out to one of the furthest islands offshore. It gives us access to the outer reef to go fishing, diving, and all sorts of other fun stuff. It's gonna be a hell of a few days. Look how good that looks. If that was at a Sydney restaurant, that'd be very gram worthy for the price of $32.50 per bowl. Organic coconut and mango. How good? Go spearfishing, and the target species is Red Emperor or largemouth Nanygai. And I'll just show you what we're looking for on the sounder here. Something like this. You can see on the Simrad there, it's at 32 meters to the bottom, and then just a few little fish holding above a bit of a higher spot there. That's showing a little bit of harder bottom and some fish up above it. That's all we're looking for. You can see it on the side scan out to the left of us. That's what we're looking for. We'll have a dive and we'll see what it looks like underwater. Yes! Oh yeah! There it is, my favourite reef fish to hunt while spearfishing. This is a largemouth Nanygai. They also get called a red or even a saddle-tail snapper. They've got that little dark spot on the back of their tail, but they're such good eating, and the reason I love chasing them is because they're so hard to find in a depth where you can spearfish. So they generally like that deeper water, but you got a little bit lucky. They found one in a depth we could get to, and that is just such an incredible fish. I've only shot a couple of these guys in my whole life, so every time I get one is just so good. That's an awesome fish. Down at the depth we were, I thought it was a lot smaller. I thought it was like a pan-sized fish, but as we came up and I've got it in my arms now, I realise that it's a big one. It's a beautiful fish. And I just had to have another drop on that spot and just hang around the bottom a little bit more. I didn't get that much of a good look when I shot that fish. The next drop was incredible. As I swam down, there was schools of Nanygai. Swam all through them. We well and truly had enough for dinner and lunch tomorrow, so I could more just concentrate on the dive. I came to this ledge, and then there was that's where all the Red Emperor was sitting, just on that ledge. There was a few of them. It was kind of overwhelming because there was just so many good fish. And then behind them I saw some huge mangrove jack, which was epic. And then there was this black spot tusky, which was a giant, like over 10 kilos. And he was swimming around with a starfish in his mouth. He just obviously picked up a starfish off the bottom, was halfway through eating it. I hope that footage turns out, because that's pretty incredible. I've never seen him eating a starfish like that before. That was pretty wild. Yeah, it was just such an epic dive. So we've now headed in. Poor Fran's got a sore wisdom tooth, so that's a bit of a shame. We've just come in a bit shallower. We're just going to jump in for a snorkel. We've well and truly got enough food, so there's a bit of a ledge here. We're just going to jump in on the edge and see what fish life there is. And check out where we're going to call home for the next couple of days. Looks like we're going to be sharing it with a couple of booby birds, but that's alright, they're great company. It's a sandcay, literally, that's it. That's all it is. The tide will probably get up to about there, just where Fran has set up camp. Well, hopefully we're a little bit higher than where the tide's going to get up to. And yeah, this time of the year there might even be nesting turtles. There's definitely nesting boobies, so that's really cool. We're going to use this as a base camp to hit some of the outer reefs in the morning. So this is how we're cooking the largemouth Nanygai. Fran has gone and prepared a beautiful fire pit, raised a little bit, so we put the grill on top, and the big Nanygai is just going to cook all the way through like that. What we're going to do, eat as much as we can tonight and then put the rest in a little Tupperware container. That's going to be lunch while we're out on the reef tomorrow. We did something very similar maybe about a month ago on a Nanygai about the same size, and it turned out beautiful. It was so good. So yeah, the idea is you just want a pretty even heat underneath without overcooking him. Once we're done, we'll peel the skin off. Hopefully it's well cooked.